Hello guys, and this is Road to Biomutant, the series where I talk to redditors, people like you and me, who are really excited for the game, preparing for its upcoming release. And I happened to come across fellow YouTuber Carson Lee. He's been doing amazing videos, analyzing trailers and screenshots, and he'll continue covering the game like me. So I highly recommend you to subscribe to him to not miss out on any of his future videos. And me, don't forget me. So, Carson, welcome to my channel.
Thank you for having me on today, Volt.
My pleasure. Okay, first question. What are you most excited about in the game?
What I'm most excited about for Biomutant would have to be the I think it would be the character creator. It's the fact that when you're manipulating your stats in the game, you you see that affect the appearance of your character. And I'm always
Yeah,
a big fan of like who my character is
uh,
and kind of putting myself in their shoes. So,
yeah,
like, when I get to be in touch with the character and I get to put my own little personal touch on him, like all the customization options they're giving me, which are the fur color and the stats, of course, the whole RPG elements. That's what really drew me in was that initial, whoa, you get to play as these furry rodent creatures.
yeah. It seems like the character creation will be so complex and advanced. I'm definitely excited to see that. Well,
Yeah. What
personally, I'm
about you?
excited for this giant hand you can ride and shoot with. It's really cool, man.
Dude, I know that hand is probably, I said it in one of my other videos, it is one of the I think the most unique mount
Yeah,
I've
and
ever
coolest
seen in a
mount.
video game.
Yeah, I was shocked when I saw it. I didn't expect that from it.
Yeah, I truly like I have a feeling that they've given us a glimpse of already some really. Did you
Hello?
hear me on that one?
No, no, the Wi-Fi. It seems like the Wi-Fi died on me.
Okay. I was asking, have you seen I was saying that the mounts in the game just look so unique, and I'm sure there'll be other unique aspects that they haven't shown us. They're probably not trying to spoil everything, but
Yeah, I
I was
mean,
wondering if have you seen that suitcase mount?
so yes, yes, he
Yeah.
flew in it in the latest trailer. It was so awesome.
Yes. I'm glad they showed that because I know it had been hinted about in the interview with Angry Joe. I don't know if you saw that one,
Yeah, I
but
saw it.
hmm that that mount. I mean, I love that aspect of doing a quest for somebody and receiving such a like reward that you can use later on in the game. Like that. That's the kind of stuff that's really exciting.
Yeah, that's the coolest thing ever. And they said that there won't be any microtransactions, which is awesome.
hmm Yeah, I was a bit skeptical, when the whole mercenary class DLC came out. That seems like it's just so unclear exactly what it is. I've heard people say like you can purchase it after the game comes out. I don't know if they're talking about with real money or in-game currency, or I know you can like apparently you can access everything that's part of the mercenary class
Yes, yes.
once you play the
I
game.
heard the mercenary class is in the game, but if you pre-order by Mutant, you'll get access to it from the beginning.
Okay, so I wonder, like, I know that some leaks had came out and the mercenary class was like there's I guess more than just the mercenary class. There's a few others. I can pull it up.
Yeah, there's a class named Cypher, which I'm most
Mm,
excited about. It uses magic and abilities like that.
yeah, I've seen like some of the telekinesis you can do. I think
Yeah, I love
I don't know. I guess they're gonna have.
telekinesis.
I wonder though. I believe since you can sort of level up your attributes once you start playing the game a bit more. So if you start the game as a strength character, can you add more Psy-Freak abilities. I have a feeling that like almost any character can do Psy-Freak attacks, but the
Yeah.
Psy-Freak itself will be able to do them like stronger, more area of effect, that
Well,
kind of thing.
every character will do everything. Like every character will have a
Mhm.
gun, and every character will do abilities. But like the classes lets you focus on certain things.
Yes. Right, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, so have you seen those leaks on the character creator? The
Uh,
most recent leaks?
no, I haven't come across them.
Dude, it's crazy. It shows a glimpse of all the stats and like it's the most updated character creator we've seen here. I can if you have Discord pulled up, here, I'll
Yeah, yeah. You can share
send it to
screen,
you.
maybe.
Yeah, try this. Oh, share my screen?
Oh no, no. I'll check the link.
Yeah, check the link.
Yes.
And then
There
I'll send you one more
is there pictures
regarding
on it or no?
has it been what did you ask me?
Oh, but it's in Japanese or
Yeah,
Chinese
that's the only flaw. So somebody actually also look at I'll show you this. Someone
translated it.
translated it. Yeah,
Yeah,
here we go. This is gonna this shows you some this is some brand new information we're spilling to you guys.
yeah. Only exclusive
Here,
here.
check that out. And that goes along that is all decoded and translated from the character creator leaks that we got. You get to pick your species, mutation, tolerance, color scheme, and then finally the class, which you briefly described, which was pretty much
Yes.
spot on to how this describes it.
Oh my god. This game is awesome, man.
I know.
The
So
can't wait for the release.
yeah, seriously, me neither.
Have you seen that there is a dragon mount?
Dragon mount?
Yes, there is a mount you can fly on. It's probably a dragon. I talked about it a little bit in my first video.
Oh, was it? Did it like land on its four legs at the end?
Yeah, it landed in a fiery woods or something.
Huh. I gotta rewatch it because I don't remember seeing a dragon. That's cool. That's
Yeah,
an
there's a lot of different mounts, bro.
I'm sort of like since I've been following all these leaks and all this every glimpse of content that's came out, I've tried to list it on the channel, and doing that, I'm like afraid I'm gonna be spoiling too much for myself, or I don't know. What do you think? Do you think that there's a lot more locked up information that they're not showing us and not telling us, or do you
I
think
don't
they're
think they will show everything.
right?
Of course, there will be some hidden stuff that they won't show for the surprise.
Do
I
you
hope.
think that I feel like they've showed us roughly, I want to say like 25% of what the game has to offer. I hope it's that's the case because that would mean that we get a lot more to uncover.
Yeah, I'd hope so because if even though everything we saw is really cool, but if there's more, it will be better, and and we will be surprised, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I that's being surprised is really what I still want because even the leaks of the character creator, they
Reveal too
I was
much.
I that's what I'm just scared of that it might be too much.
Yeah, if you want, avoid anything leaks related, and if you don't want to spoil it for yourself, man.
Oh yeah, I'll it's something that I was I just came to be scared about because everything else I was looking into didn't feel like a leak. It always felt like, oh, new info, new info. This was the only thing that was like, oh, it's written in a different language, and it just gives me this leak vibe. But I mean, it's hard because somebody in my Discord loves to supply me with all this information, and I honestly liked most of it that he sent, all of it that he sent. So I'll just have to be on the lookout. But I don't think he wants to spoil it for himself, and hopefully, no story leaks or anything bad is going to come because I don't consider what I've been able to
Yeah,
look at
I
as
don't think
bad.
any story leaks will happen, but if they happen, uh, you could always not look at them.
Yeah, I'll just have to turn away really quickly and hope that I miss them, and then go
Yeah,
do something else and hope they just like fade into the void of my mind.
yeah. So, uh, what side are you gonna choose? The good side or the bad side?
I would have to say that I'm gonna join the side of naturally being. This is how I go in pretty much every game, is the side of good. And I feel as though I'll be compelled to go with the side of good when I play this game, at least on my first run through. But it's a game that I hope to play more than once, so I will definitely have to experiment with the other sides. But on my first playthrough, I'm going with good. What about you?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I'm definitely whatever side I'm gonna choose. I'm definitely doing two playthrough of the game just to
Hmm.
experience the other side. But for my
Yeah.
first run time, I don't know. But when I used to play like the Fallout games, and and I used to accidentally do something wrong, and the NPCs would shout at me, I used to feel so bad.
Yeah. You actually like start feel guilty for an
Yeah, I used to
NPC, and
feel
that's how
so
you know that
guilty.
you're on the side of good.
Yeah, so it's probably gonna be on the good side. But but
I hear you.
it would be cool to like be the villain and cause so much chaos and be like the person who brings doom to this world.
Yeah, it's kind of fun to get out of your comfort zone and do that, especially if it's on your second playthrough. You can really see what you missed.
Yeah, and I think the tribes that are siding with the side of bad will give you a compelling reason enough to to go down that path,
Yeah, exactly.
like a
Like,
mount
yeah, a
or
reward.
wings or something.
That's that's definitely going to play a role in what side people are choosing. If there is some real good reward for siding with them.
Yeah,
And maybe, maybe you can kind of, I don't know, this is kind of speculation, but you say you decide to go with this one um, force, and then later down the line, you're brought to another force and they offer you better riches. And in return, you have to go against the side that you just came for or you just came with before. And then you're like backstabbing who you've already like joined sides with. That'd be kind of interesting.
yeah. I mean, it could very well be possible to just
Yeah.
backstab all of them and take all the rewards.
Yeah. Yep.
That
Oh man.
that would be so
Maybe hit up
cool.
a biopool and just recode your DNA and show up as somebody completely different. Hey, what's up?
I don't know if that's something actually
Yeah, no,
in the
I don't
game.
either, but it would be
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, it would be so funny. So so what class will you be choosing?
I think the class that I'm gonna pick in Biomutant on my first run will be somebody that's kind of like. I mean, it's hard to say based off. I don't know what the sci freak abilities would be, but I was always growing up an archer, a long range kind of player. So I think now that I'm talking about it, I may want to go with somebody that has an advantage when it comes to range, but someone that uses weapons with range versus magic, and then has still an ability to go in hands on hand combat if I have to. but somebody that kind of specializes with a long range weapon and can still use a melee weapon if he needs to, and hopefully some psi freak abilities if I can have all three.
Yeah,
My answer is everything, but it's everything that we've seen. I want all of that in one.
yeah, and I think it's very possible because the game is so open and have so much things that build. There will be so much, uh, so many build opportunities.
Yeah, that seems the case where you can continuously modify your character stats, whether it's with the bio pools that have been mentioned. You can,
Yeah,
even if you started one way, you can, it seems that you can choose another path as well once you get into it, which I love.
yeah. Uh, do you feel like you can wait that extra month that you have to wait, or do you want a trailer or something?
I mean, I honestly like the I was a little bummed out at how short the combat trailer was, but with this trailer that just came out recently, I believe it was the open world trailer, just kind of showing the world and a bunch of different
Yeah,
features. I got a glimpse of so many details that blew me away. Like, for instance, I don't know if anyone else picked up on this in the trailer, but so there was I did a video on the mounts in Biomutant and all the transportation ways that I've seen, and there was some sort of like green glider thing that your
yeah, the
character
green
could
wings.
pull out, and I've now seen that green glider both attached to somebody's back where he's kind of like laying down in midair, kind of like one of those gliders you see in real life where people like hold on to it and like lay down in midair
Yeah,
horizontally and like fly. But in the most recent trailer, I saw that very same glider, but instead of having it attached to his back, the guy was like holding on to it while flying through midair. So like holding on to the same glider but in two different ways like blew my mind. I was like, can you really like? I don't know if they changed the animation completely or there's multiple ways that you can use one item such as a glider.
yeah. I don't know about that really, but it seems like those are two different things, but the same color.
Mhm. Yeah, right. That I don't know. That could be the case too. I don't know, but I just picked that up on that. I didn't know what
Yeah,
it was, but
I
I
saw
just
it too.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and the game isn't very far now. It's exactly a month from now.
I def oh yeah, so back to that trailer question, right? I got sucked on a tangent. Um but I believe that I can wait without seeing much more than maybe one more trailer. Hopefully, like just another like 1 minute trailer. I don't need to see too much of the game now before it comes out. I don't even want a demo at this point because I just think that holding off on the wait and continuing to just speculate is going to really be what keeps me excited about the game. And I think that the marketing team knows this, that like they got a strong fan base on this game, and not that everyone knows about it yet, but there's so many people that are over the moon about this game. So I think
Yeah,
myself and others can agree that we don't need too much more gameplay from them. It's more just maybe one or two more, maybe one more small video just to keep me excited about it. But I'll still be
yeah,
excited about it until that game comes out.
yeah.
How
What
about you?
what they have showed us, I think that's enough to keep us excited till the
Hmm.
release. So we,
Hmm.
we we don't need any more trailers. So maybe they are keeping some surprises from us, which is definitely
That's the
better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I hope so. And I think too. I think that they're being strategic with these trailers because they're not biting off more than they can chew. They're actually showing us real in-game footage, but they're keeping it on a very moderate level of okay, here's some, like we're not going to show you too much. We're a 20-man team. Yeah, we can do great things, but you know, like this game is storyline 10 hours, but we just like I'm not trying to say that it's not going to be like a you couldn't stretch it out into 20 hours. I'm just saying that like I've seen in the past at least like in for example, I hate to bring it up because it's so oversaturated, but Cyberpunk and its release and just the like I just this vibe they were setting was that this was gonna be like so groundbreaking and like
Yeah,
so many features that like no one like people were probably speculating features that hadn't even like been confirmed. I know wall running was supposed to be in the game and it wasn't. So I think that Biomutant is doing a better job at like being just straight up with the community on what's going to be in the game, and that's why the trailers we're getting are short and to the point and showing us in-game real footage. Hopefully, I mean, played on a base or played on a PC, which is what the game will be releasing on. Like one example, like the graphics are looking good from all the trailers. Cyberpunk graphics looked over the moon when we
yeah,
were seeing them in trailers, and when we got our hands on the game on place base consoles, the it looked like there was
bug was
fog everywhere.
yeah,
Yeah, like
it wasn't good. The it was a mess. Seriously on PS4 and Xbox One.
mhm.
The game definitely became a
So
meme.
it's good to see that, or at least I get the assumption, or I assume from everything that the creative director has said and what we've seen that they're pretty open about what this game is gonna be like as far as gameplay and like character creation, things that we've truly seen, and I just think that they're doing a good job for what it is, a very good job at that because of
Yeah, yeah.
how
I
amped people are.
I have to agree on that. Yeah. So when did you first uh, see the game?
I first saw the game back, I think it was like a week after the Angry Joe show had come out. I think it was I think it was in February. Yeah. In
Yeah,
February of this year is when I saw the Angry Joe video and I got hooked onto the wave of this game.
yeah, man. It's not that long for you. For me, I have been
It
waiting like since 2017 when that first trailer dropped. And after that,
it's
I kind of forgot about it because they took so long to
mhm.
update us on the game that I kind of forgot about it.
And I to that point, I think around that time, they weren't even merged with THQ Nordic yet, or they were, I don't know, but, like,
Yeah,
I think they really took once they got that big partnership, and I guess THQ Nordic was really cool about, like, "Hey, release it when it's ready, and when you're happy with it," and things like that. So, I think that's I mean, I feel bad for you because of how long you've been waiting for this game, and I know there's other people in
yeah.
your shoes,
I only
but
recently have
man,
been reintroduced to the game, and
yeah.
my hype research.
Yeah, do you think that you're more hyped now than you've ever been, just knowing how close it is? Or were you, like, back in 2017, like, "Yo, like, when is this dropping? Like, I need to
Yeah,
get my
yeah.
hands on it."
I think in 2017 I was more hyped than now. Like it was
Mm.
such an interesting trailer that it really got my attention, and
Mhm.
I wanted it to drop like the next year. I was so hyped for it back then.
Yeah.
But yes,
What was the,
as we see the more and more trailers, it seems like the game is gonna be jam packed to the max. So I'm definitely excited to
yeah.
see everything that the game has to offer us.
So, ultimately, you're glad that they've taken their time because you believe that now it's gonna be even more content packed than it would have been?
Yeah, maybe at least uh, if if they took all the time to make a better game for us, I think in the long run that's the best option. And
It
maybe
truly is.
they could avoid the mistake that CD Projekt Red did.
Yeah, right. That oh man, I hate even talking about that game. Just it's
Yeah,
everyone's had their say about this game, and I think we're broken records at this point. Like, man, they
yeah,
should have just waited 2 more years or something because it was not ready.
yeah, and they delayed it 4 times, and that was not enough. Also,
Yeah,
like the past few years, um, there has been many disappointments in the gaming industry, like Fallout 76, Last of Us Part 2, and now Cyberpunk.
yeah, right. What? So back on the trailer that you had originally seen back in 2017, what was that trailer? Was that the cinematic trailer?
I think that was a cinematic trailer, yes.
Right, like where the guy like he like jumps into the wall at the very end and he like fights the
Yeah,
wolf guy.
yeah. I don't know if they did another video showing a little bit of the gameplay, but even if they didn't, that trailer alone made me excited back then.
Yeah, right. Just even the cinematic trailer. If the graphics ended up looking like that, I would. I don't think I could be waiting at this point. I don't know. I'd be flying to their office and begging for a demo.
Yeah, 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 but
But I'm happy with how it looks
yeah,
today. It makes more
it's still
sense.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think on that point they're not trying to make this. I mean, even though the game is like has some very experienced artists on the team, I don't think they're shooting for the most graphically stellar masterpiece on the face of the earth. They're more shooting for like, okay, like this looks good enough, but is the gameplay there and is the fundamentals there too? That's what
yeah.
I really hope.
They definitely focusing more on the gameplay aspect and the
Hmm.
exploration and
And that's so smart of them. It is so smart because
yeah,
if they
no,
got hung up on trying to make everything look perfect, it just wouldn't be a finished product ultimately.
yeah, I agree on that one. Like the game looks fine right now. It's especially that it's
Hmm.
dropping on all the gen and
Yeah.
the PS the next gen upgrades are coming later down the line.
Hmm. Oh man,
Yeah, I
I'm gonna be
can't.
happy for now, but once I see those, I'm gonna be like, oh no, I need to
I
get a
know.
PS5
I need to get a PS5. Yeah, yeah, but yeah. For me, I'm gonna get it on PC. I have a powerful system, so I don't think it would matter that much.
Yeah, I think the fact that they're putting it on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and to be playable on the new Xbox, the Series X, and the PS5 is such a smart move.
Yeah, it's such a
Such a
smart
smart
move
move.
that they're delaying the PS5 and Xbox Series X
Mhm,
version, so that way they can release finished product and then
mhm.
upgrade the visuals for the next gen.
I agree.
Yeah. So, Carson, where can people find you?
You guys, if you enjoyed anything I had to say, I've been posting Biomutant content now once a week on Wednesdays at around 3 o'clock p.m. on my YouTube channel, Carson Lee. The A is a 4. It's spelled C4RSONLEE. That same title, you can find me on Twitch. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and those are mainly the three platforms I use. And I really hope to see you around my channel and you enjoyed listening to me today, and I really appreciate it to Volt for allowing me to be part of his discussion today.
My pleasure, man. Thank you for coming on the channel,
Thank you.
guys. I highly recommend you to subscribe to him. He's been doing amazing vids, analyzing trailers and photos to the game. If you're dying for more Biomutant content,
That's what
and
I do.
and we'll yes, and we'll definitely be doing more discussion videos. So
Hmm.
if you are interested in that, that would be great if you can drop the both of us a
Yeah, let
subscription.
us know what you think of this one, and let us know of any or questions or topics you want us to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.